Alright, so today I'm gonna try and make this knife sharper. Talk to Matt Rao from the Guild of Professional Sharpeners, which is just a bunch of guys who sharpen knives and sharpen other tools, and they've been helping me learn how to sharpen knives, which I feel would be a useful skill to our kitchen. Since we're a kitchen, we deal with knives and potentially maybe sharpen people in the areas, knives, whoever needs it. But for now, I'm just learning how to sharpen knives. So I'm taking this knife. I took the most dull knife we have. We have some other knives over there, but I've been kind of warned about using those ones until I get my skills to where they need to be. So as you can see, this one's pretty dull. I tried sharpening it the other day, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So I got some more tips from Matt about using the heavier grit or the more gritty stone. Sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to ask you if you could please just hit the like button if you like the content that we're sharing to kind of help us grow with the algorithm. That's it. Thanks. The 120. Also, I have my stone soaking in this tub back here. I was told a little water and soap to soak them in helps keep them clean. Plus, it's also good to, they're called the whetstone. It's supposed to be wet when you're sharpening with them. But yeah, so today we're going to be grinding this baby away, just trying to take off more of that metal to establish an edge and get a burr. That's basically... sorry, yeah, it's me again. I forgot to mention that we're also on TikTok and on Instagram. So follow us on either of these just to see other content and more of what we do on a day-to-day behind-the-scenes type of stuff. We're also on like Facebook and Twitter, but we're more active on TikTok and Instagram. So yeah, follow us there. Check us out there. We'll go back to the sharpening. Tomato. And basically I'll be doing like what I'll look some videos on how to check sharpness. There's the paper one where you cut the paper, but I've heard that one can be misleading. So I'm gonna use tomato and like glide the blade along it, and the blade doesn't really bite. I'm just trying to use the weight of the knife and the blade, and you can see it doesn't really bite into it. And if I put a little more pressure, it still doesn't really bite into it. So let's begin grinding away. So I switched to the 220, and then I marked the tip, the edge, with the Sharpie, and it took most of the Sharpie out, but there's some very, very light Sharpie left at the very, very edge of the blade. You probably won't be able to see it, but so I feel like if I should raise the angle a little bit more. I just hope I don't do too much. It doesn't mess up the whole angle of the blade by a lot. I'm just gonna try and raise it a tiny bit to where the green is barely showing, and then remark it and see how we're doing edgewise. So I did get most of the black out, most of the Sharpie out, the length of this blade, except for all the way back here, but I feel like that's neglectable. Again, I was able to get most of the Sharpie off on the other side, except for like back here. But back here you can see like the thickness of the blade changes, so I think that affects the angle. Like you see like how the blade is shaped right there. So, and it kind of changes right there and becomes thick. So I think that will be, I'm not planning on taking off a bunch of metal from there or sharpening that spot, but the rest of the blade, I got the Sharpie off. It's looking pretty good. So I'm just gonna move on to the next grit. And I'm not feeling that catch like I was feeling earlier. Well, I am on this side a little bit, yeah, like right there I start feeling it. So I don't know if that's the burr I'm feeling then. Maybe that is the burr. Huh, not bad. Okay, let's move on to the next grit. So next up is the 400. So the 400 stone, I guess it's doing a good job because it caused a lot of buildup dirt there, so and it got pretty dirty itself. Okay, so I just sharpened this side, and this side is relatively, there's no catch. I don't feel anything. But then the opposite side, I feel like it's catching something. So I think that we have found the burr. I'm pretty sure. If that's 90% sure that is what I feel is the burr. So let's continue grinding away on this side for a little bit. So now I've sharpened this side and I have the burr sharpened this side. So now the burr is on the opposite side. And basically we're just gonna keep moving up in grit with stones until the burr's gone. Now we're doing the 600. Right off the bat, this one doesn't have it's not as dirty. It doesn't make the blade dirty. There's not a lot of metal removed. So I just got done sharpening this side, so you can see the buildup of the dirt. And I do feel a catch on the opposite side. It's not as much as it was with the other lower grit stones, but it's there. Alright, and I feel the catch on the other side, so I think I found the burr. So I'm going to move on to 1000 grit and just polish each side and try and get rid of that burr. I just finished running it through the 1000 grit, and I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how well you can see, but it is shining. Like the tip there is completely shining. Let's test it out with the tomato again. So just the blade of the knife, and it's already sinking in. I don't know if you can see that, like right there. Like if you go back to the beginning of the video, the weight of the blade wasn't doing anything, but now it's already just sinks in automatically. We found the burr and we're making progress. And with that, 3 stones out.